going to do it.
So welcome to CSA week 8, and we have this week my cooking guest, Katie Loudon, who is not only my dear friend, but she's also our pack shed manager. Oh, we just opened the beautiful box that our 120 CSA members will be receiving this week.
A nice sized portion of lettuce. Oh, this is heavy.
It's got a nice broccoli. This is kind of the star of the box this week. Is the beautiful Romanesco, which is an Italian heirloom cauliflower. And we've got 2 heads of baby romaine.
And then we've got our onions, which are getting bigger by the week.
Just carrots, kale,
and then our turnips. All right.
We're gonna start with just putting the beautiful lettuce mix in a bowl. Just that much closer to having dinner ready. Yay! For prepping these baby romaines, I like to cut the core out, and then I keep them in the fridge like this. I've had dinner at your house, and you guys always have a beautiful salad. What have you been doing with the veggies lately?
Okay, so what we do is we take all the different greens and we mix them up. So we'll have our lettuce, and then usually we have some baby kale and some super greens. We add those in, so it's a little bit of everything. If we have some romaine, we add that in. Then we shred at least one, like one of these big ones would be more than enough. I also like to just chop them and put them on top because I like the texture, but
Kids.
Yep. And then we'll add, like for this we would probably add 2 hard-boiled eggs just sliced up, and nuts and seeds, and some tomatoes.
Nice.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah. Salad.
So we steam basically everything because it's simple and we can be making our main course while we're steaming, and it doesn't take any extra time. So the kale we would steam. We'd steam the broccoli. When we have the bok choy, we steam the bok choy, and then I like it just plain. I don't need anything on it, and sometimes we'll add some balsamic vinegar.
I don't have a Yoko, but we can steam something.
Steam something.
Let's steam something. A very common question that we get is, do you eat the rib of the kale? Katie, do you eat the kale ribs?
We do, because we steam it, so it's soft.
Do you chop it before you steam it?
No, you just shove
like...
it in, like make it turn around so it all fits in
Oh,
there.
we're gonna do that,
Yeah.
because I've never done that. Hard time saying massage the kale.
Please massage the kale.
I'm not going to.
Okay. I think you are.
I guess
I think that's
did.
what you're doing.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
How long do you guys usually steam your kale for, Katie?
We have a 10-minute.
10 minutes.
Yeah, we
Okay.
usually try for 10 minutes. There's a lot going on.
So when you've got your whole steamed kale, what will you guys do with that?
Just put it right on the plates.
Oh, you're after my world, Katie.
We are low maintenance. So low maintenance, we're high maintenance. Is our theme. Okay, yeah. So these are still a little.
You would have cooked that longer?
No, the ribs are a little hard, and so at that point, if someone's like, I don't want to chew this, say don't. Just take it off.
We're gonna make these into kale chips real quick. I have a tendency to burn things, catch things on fire. Just a little more grace with the lower tip.
So you're just putting the whole rib,
I'm gonna put the ribbed
kale
on there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put, this is probably about half a tablespoon of avocado oil on there.
Card.
And then I'm going to
Massage it.
but not.
You are.
So we're just getting oil all over that. Okay. And then one of the tricks with this is to get them in a single layer. I'm gonna put those in there. Alright.
How long is it gonna be on there?
Until it smells like kale.
Okay.
Like a half an hour. That's the great thing about doing it all the way low. And with these, you want to do them until they're like crispy,
Yeah,
just
that's
like
crispy.
that. See, look, perfect. The best way to do it is to forget that you're cooking them. Have you at your house been using the mini onion tops?
Yes. So we use the onions just kind of like you use onions. And then when I make lasagna, I cut up some of the tops. We haven't had quite this bounty yet, but I cut them up for the lasagna, for tacos,
Nice.
anything that we could use a little bit of color. Now, I also freeze it for winter months, and basically I do what you're doing here, and I know there's lots of fancy ways to do it. I just put this into a Ziploc
Just like
and
that?
put it in the
that's
freezer,
awesome.
and it works okay. I know there are some things you're supposed to do that will probably make it better, but if I waited to do that, I wouldn't do it. So
And like for a soup or something.
exactly.
Yeah.
We get a lot of these, and I really like them. So like, especially this size, the kids will just eat it like an apple.
Uh-huh.
We slice them up. We've a couple times, because we watched your last video, sliced them up and then put them on the table for a present.
Uh-huh.
And then we shred them, and I know you actually cook them.
I do.
Yes. Grilling them sounds exciting. We need to get,
You want to? We should do a grill
yeah.
right now.
Okay, let's make it grill.
Okay. So I'm gonna cut off the top and the bottom. And now I'm gonna put the Akuri turnips on one of them into the grill basket.
A broth bag would be anything I would use to make chicken broth later. So onion peels, garlic peels, any kind of leftover, anything I would usually throw into the compost that would be good in a soup, I'll throw into a big Ziploc that is in the freezer. And then when I have enough chicken bones, it all goes into what I now use the Instant Pot. It all goes in the Instant Pot, and I can make some bone broth.
This is the beautiful Romanesco that probably lots of folks have maybe never had before.
It looks like architecture.
Doesn't it? Isn't it beautiful? So to get the bottom off of this, I'm just gonna kind of cut a triangle shape in the bottom to get into it a little bit.
So this is a kind of cauliflower.
It's a kind of cauliflower.
Okay, so now what we do with cauliflower is we make mashed cauliflower.
Uh-huh. I
Could
wouldn't
we
do
use
that.
that?
But you could, but like
Could be a waste.
it'd be a waste of this one.
Right. Right.
And it would also be a really weird color. Because it'd be like light green.
Yeah.
But I bet if you look up Epicurious, they're gonna prove me wrong. It has the most beautiful mashed Romanesco.
Alright, we'll just put more cream.
And I do want to keep them like a somewhat similar size to each other. So the turnips and the broccoli and the Romanesco are all a similar size.
Are we gonna add onions to
I
that?
think I'll just, these grill so beautiful. And if you don't have a grill basket, like I was thinking how beautiful all of this would be on a kebab for 4th of July. That'd be nice. What we want to do always is add some good oil to that. And that's gonna keep these from just drying out. And also gives the salts and things stick to. We're gonna put that on there. Ding.
And then you have to shake it?
Yeah, about every 10 minutes. We're gonna go back to the
Every 10 minutes?
or more, probably less, it's like 500 degrees.
I want it now. smells good. I want to eat it.
I'm gonna make an egg bake using some of these. Katie and I were just talking about how it's nice to have some cooked veggies in the fridge, and then you can quickly add them to things or use them on their own as a side dish. I've got a greased pan and I've got 12 eggs. And remove the eggs in. And I'm going to take some of our steamed broccoli. I'm going to take some of this green dressing that didn't fit into that. I don't know. Can't be bad.
I've never done that.
And put some greens in there. And I think the kale in there too. So I'm just gonna mix that together.
Do you want to add some salt? I'm totally serious. I know you do.
I do. Thanks. Alright, this is gonna go in. So we've got our egg bake in the oven. And
We've got a green salad with a couple fun, colorful things in there. Some dressing for that. Crudettes. Some steamed vegetables, some grilled vegetables, and then kale chips.
And we were just talking about how good it would be to make a pasta and to toss it with the steamed vegetables, or maybe make a risotto. Or, gosh, just about anything.
You don't even,
Right?
you can just.
Like boiled potatoes with a cream sauce and that. Yeah. So we've got lots of easy meals that we could make with these.
And it took about an hour for everything.
And that was with lots of chopping.
It was.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yay!
Mandy is not a professional horse feeder. Okay.
I've
Right.
only fed horses hay.
Don't take horse advice.
Gassy horses everywhere.